Yes, so
So is everything set up ready or everything set up?
yes, yes, please. Everything is settled.
Okay, so
Everything is settled, David.
so I will start the lesson.
So we can
So
start, we can begin.
okay, so today's topic is on science. So today is the first session on this science lesson. So the first topic we're going to in science is physical and chemical changes. So first we will learn about physical and chemical changes, and we will ask some questions such as why are they? Like what are they? So physical changes in short, and chemical changes, they're both changes that occur um, in our world, and we will explore what these different types are. So before we dive in, I just wanted to show you guys a really good video I found. So this is a fun little video to get a concept of what chemical and physical changes are. So
JP was asking you that you guys think the video was interesting, was it nice? You understand? Yes. Well, okay.
okay, yeah. I'm glad that the video was fun for most of you because I really wanted to make science a fun topic. So yeah, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. And what we'll do after is do some sort of review. So it's more of me talking. So the definitions, we started with chemical change and physical change definition. So in a chemical change, a new substance is made, like when you burn a candle. And in a physical change, no new substance is made, like when water turns to ice. So this part about new substance is the important part because that is the main difference between chemical change and physical change. So when ice, when water turns into ice, it is the same type of water. It is just changing states, which we'll get to in a bit. Chemical changes, when you burn a candle, for example, then the tip of the candle turns into a new substance. It's called carbon when it burns. So that is the main difference between the chemical change and a physical change. Those were the definitions. And let's take a closer look at what chemical changes are. So again, anytime a new substance is made, a chemical change takes place. So usually two or more materials are combined and a new substance is formed. So you would usually add one material to the other one. And when it's combined, it forms a new thing. So a chemical change can produce amazing explosions, fireworks. So it often involves explosions or any sort of events like that, but it's not only limited to explosions. Some chemical changes are happening quietly, like when metal rusts and other types of chemical changes. And since chemical changes make new substances, most of them cannot easily be undone, like burning wood. For example, when you burn wood and it turns into this dark black charcoal, then you cannot turn that back into wood. So you cannot change the burnt wood back into the fresh one. So most chemical changes cannot be undone. That was about chemical changes and physical changes. Like we've said before, it's only about changing certain parts of that substance. And it doesn't involve creating new substances. So physical changes come in many forms, such as change in shape, change in appearance, change in size, or even change in color. So on the right are some examples of physical changes. So breaking glass right here is an example of a physical change because this broken parts of glass is still glass. You are not making a new substance, and therefore it is a physical change. Same with mixing candies. You are simply mixing the candies, and you are not forming a new substance, so it's a physical change. Same with shredding paper, folding paper, melting ice, which we've talked about before, chopping wood, because you're only making the wood into smaller pieces and not making a new substance, cutting hair, dry ice, sublimation, boiling water, or breaking egg. All of those have to do in change in shape or change in size or the appearance of it. So, since objects do not become a different substance during a physical change, it is usually easy to reverse the change. So, unlike a chemical change, when it is difficult to reverse the reaction, in a physical change, it is easier to do so. So, for example, when ice melts into water, you can easily freeze it back into ice. Or if you break a glass, you can easily put the parts together to make the glass cup again. So most of these changes, physical changes, can easily be reversed. One last thing I wanted to add on to the physical change is the state change. So there are three common states of matter. So those are solid, liquid, and gas. And when a substance changes states from liquid to gas, for example, it is undergoing a physical change. So all the state changes are physical changes. You can see on the left, it is a solid because the particles are all close together. And in the middle, it's a liquid because it is dispersed. It does not have a fixed volume. And on the right, this is the gas, and all of it is dispersed away. So you can think of it as separating all these little particles into these different states of matter. So here on the right is an example with water. So here, this is ice, and it melts into water, and that water evaporates into gas. So all of these are the same substance or things. They're all water, but in ice, they're closely packed together. The particles are really close together. And in liquid, it's just that the particles are getting a little further away. And same with evaporation. When it evaporates into gas, then it is simply the water particles being dispersed, being spread away in the air. So no new substance is formed and state changes, and therefore all state changes are physical changes. So we've briefly reviewed what the physical changes and chemical changes are, and what types exist, and some examples. So finally, one last thing before we get to some problems is a review video. So this is a shorter 5-minute video, and it summarizes what we've talked about pretty well with some good examples. So here is. Yeah, I hope you guys liked the video, and it was a pretty good review video for you guys to remember what physical changes and chemical changes are, the types of it, some examples as well. So at every end of this session, we will solve some problems. So it is a simple review quiz to test some of your knowledge on such materials. And okay. So here are some example questions. So I can maybe read it off. And if someone is willing to come up and answer the question, feel free to do so. But the first question is, if two substances are mixed and a new substance is formed, what type of change is it? Does anyone know the answer to this first question?
JB.
Yes.
Hello, JB.
Yes.
Yes, if you can zoom your dog small, because it's too
Is
small.
this
Okay,
good?
it's okay now. It's okay.
Okay. So,
Yeah, it's clear.
okay. So this is the first question. If two substances are mixed and a new substance is formed, what type of change is it?
So they are asking you a question. Any of you can answer. Answer.
Chemical changes.
Yeah, that's right. It's a chemical change because in a chemical change, again, two substances are mixed and new substance is formed. So it, yeah, good job. It was a chemical change. And we will move on to the next question. So, yeah, you can go back to your seat. And this one was the one in the video. So I will replay this part, but placing the spoon in hot water was a physical change since the melted metal was still what? So I will quickly replay the video of that part just to make sure that you have it. So. So here is the part where Dr. Jeff shows an example of a physical change. And here, a certain metal is used to show example of this physical change. So you guys will answer what type of metal it was that he used to mix and form a completely new change of matter. So
Physical changes often happen when matter changes states. This solid spoon is made of a metal called gallium. Zoe, why don't you take the spoon and stir it into the very hot water?
When you put the spoon into the hot water, it causes it to melt.
Right? But the shiny liquid at the bottom is still the same metal. So it's not a new substance.
So yeah, this was the part where they mixed the spoon into the hot water and it changed its state. But changing its states is a physical change. But can anyone name what the metal was that he used to mix?
Who answer that? Do the answer, just come and see it. Or you can just speak over there very loud to hear. Huh? Maybe can you hear them?
Yes, did they gallium?
I'm not sure he's hearing you.
That was right in the video.
Maybe can you hear them?
Yes, I can hear them. I just heard one of the students say gallium, and yeah, that is right. Gallium is a type of metal which, when in contact with hot water, it easily melts into the liquid form. So it is a physical change. So the next question is, when a substance changes states, for example, when water turns into ice, or when water turns into water vapor, it is often what type of change? Does anyone want to answer this question?
You know the answer, you can say it here. Or you can come around and say it.
Catch it.
Yes, I heard physical change, and that is correct. Because yeah, that's right. It's a physical change because when a substance simply changes its states from again, let's say water, liquid water into ice, it is solid, which is a new state of matter, and it is still composed of water molecules. So therefore, it is a physical change. It does not create a new substance. So the next question is when something burns, it is a physical change or a chemical change. Does anyone want to answer this question?
Chemical change.
Yes, that's right. Can you explain
Chemical change.
what is being formed when something burns? Does anyone want to take on the question when? Okay.
This is the question you was asking.
So,
So if you
yes,
can
that
answer
is when something
Go ahead and
burns
say it.
is a chemical change, but what is being formed when something burns? Does anyone remember or
Yeah, yes, human beings. Hello? 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 So if you know the answer to the question, just say it. Or you come forward and then you say it. As simple as it. He said, when something bends, what is being formed? When something bends, what is being formed? The past. If you know the answer, just come and say it.
So if we quickly look back into some of our slides, here you can see
You are behaving like, I don't know.
here, for example, it is wood burning. So in this case, you can see when the wood burns, it forms this black substance. And this black substance is called carbon. So when you burn something, for example, wood, it forms carbon. And you can also see this gas right here. If you look closely, I can make it a little bigger. You can see a bit of gas over here. So when you burn something, it turns into carbon, and it also forms a sort of gas. So again, when something burns, carbon and gas is usually formed. So here, the next question is, since gas is detected during the candy plus soda demo, it is an example of a chemical change. Is that true or false? Does anyone want to answer this question? Do you guys think true? Maybe we can look back in the video where they use the candy and soda example. Here. So I will play this part, which is around like a minute, and I'd like you guys to answer the question after. So this is the part where Dr. Jeff puts the candy into soda, and it produces a certain gas. And when the gas is carbon dioxide, then it is physical change. When it is not, it's a chemical change because carbon dioxide was already in the soda. So he is testing this out. So quickly look at that.
Then I will put the balloon on top and allow the two to mix. If the gas we're collecting now is also carbon dioxide, then we did not make a new substance. I'll release this gas into this container. Hey Izzy, please light these candles for us. Carbon dioxide gas is heavier than air, so if you were to pour it onto lit candles, it would displace the air and the candles would have no oxygen, so they would go out. So Zoe, why don't you take this pitcher of gas and carefully pour it here on top of the candles.
I never knew you could pour gas you can't even see.
So here, when Izzy poured the gas onto the candles were turned off, right? Then if the candles did turn off, what was the gas in the picture? It was carbon dioxide. So, if we go back to this question, since gas is detected during this candy and soda demo, it is an example of a chemical change. So was that a chemical change? Because carbon dioxide was already in the soda and no new substance is formed because we confirmed that it was indeed carbon dioxide, then it is a physical change. So it is physical change and not a chemical change. Because in the soda bottle, there is liquid and there is also carbon dioxide in the water. So in the liquid, there is also carbon dioxide. So gas is already dissolved in the water. So when he put the balloon over it, and in the balloon, when you mix candies, all the gases gets into this balloon, and we know that this gas was carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide is already in the liquid, so no new substance was formed. So therefore, it is false. In this case, it is not a chemical change. It is a physical change, yeah. Yes, so did you understand this concept? Because I want to make sure that you got it.
You understand. Right, except you understand there, you don't hear.
I'm glad that you guys understood what was happening in this example, because it is pretty important in our daily lives. Okay, so the next question is, yeah, we already talked about this. We saw in the video that Izzy poured the gas over the candles. So that was the evidence. We can I'll skip that. But the next question is, which of these is the most reliable way to see if a new gas has formed? So what did Dr. Jeff in the video do when he used to identify the new gas? Did he fill up the balloon, or did he do a flame test? Did he measure the temperature, or did he just look at it? This may be a little unclear in the video, but he did do a flame test, and here I will quickly go back to the video. This is where he did the flame test. So he had this yellow liquid and he had zinc metal, and when he mixed the two substances, a gas was formed. But we didn't know what type of gas it was, because if it is the same gas that was in this yellow liquid, then no new substance was formed. But if the gas is a new thing, a new substance, then a chemical change occurred because a new substance formed. The way he did it is here. He did a flame test. So he collected the gas with a test tube And then after, he put the flame next to this gas tube. So he explained that hydrogen, if the gas inside the tube was hydrogen, then it would make a little popping noise. If the gas in the test tube was, let's say, oxygen gas, then the flame would go even brighter. So he explained some of the concepts by using the flame test. So therefore, the flame test is one of the better reliable ways to see if a new gas has formed. So here, the next question, this is the second to the last question. Milk spoiling is an example of change. Is it chemical or physical change?
The answer, just say it louder. Or you can come forward and say it.
Yes, that's right. Good job, it's a chemical change. And the last question. What type of change is mixing air into egg white and frosting?
And the last answer, question.
So, is mixing egg with air a physical change or a chemical change?
Hey, be serious. If you know the answer, just say it.
Yes, that's right.
If you know the answer, just say it.
Mixing egg with air is a physical change because you are simply mixing the substances. You're not making a new one. So mix egg whites to make frosting. You're not forming a new substance, and so it's a physical change. Yeah, that was all the questions that we did. So yeah, great job in answering the 10 questions. So okay, we can go back here. Yeah, we just finished the review quiz. And yeah, do you have any other questions for today? And I would also like to hear some feedbacks as well, if you guys like the concept or not. Yeah, do you have any questions for today?
You have any question? Hey. You have any questions? No. No.
Yeah, if
You have
you
any
guys
questions?
don't if you guys don't have any questions, did you guys think it was fun, or was it easy or hard? Or was it okay? So I would like to know some of these. If you guys thought it was fun, or was it easy, hard, or was it okay, just the right level? Yeah, how did you guys like the topic in the lesson?
Respond to him. No change. Somebody is asking, was it easy, fun, hard, or okay? You are okay. You know what to say.
Yeah, if this lesson was okay, then I will continue doing this. So yeah, so if you guys liked it, which I hope you guys did, I will continue doing these sorts of 15-minute videos of the same website. And yeah, the topic for next week that I'm plan on doing is on conservation of matter. So we will continue this field of chemistry, and next week we'll learn about the conservation of matter.
Hey, keep quiet.
It will I will send you guys the schedule later, and you guys can take a look at that, and I will find more videos for you to make it more enjoyable. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say?
To me, the video was fun. It was fun because there was enough pictures, demonstrations, so it will help them. Just that they are a bit stubborn, as you can see. Yeah, so it will help them. We'll continue controlling them, and then everything will be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. So, but next week, the document we got from director was, or from Prince was, I think next week is human body system. I don't know if it's the same thing that you are going to send.
Yeah, that was
Next week,
yeah, we can do human bodies, and I think I still need to organize the schedule a little bit more. But do you want to continue like chemistry, or do you want to jump in between? Do you like want to mix chemistry and biology with other science, or should we continue the same field of chemistry next week?
both are okay, but I don't. The schedule. I'm just talking about the schedule because I've seen human body system, but the topic you gave out right now was, I didn't hear it well, but it seems it's different from what you have given us. That's what I was asking.
Yeah,
So if there
we
is a
can.
change, so that I will inform them.
Yeah, I have the same schedule, and yeah,
Hello, keep quiet.
we can do human body system next week, and we will, yeah, just follow the schedule that is that Prince received. So
Or maybe you want to continue with this one, with this same topic, right?
no, it doesn't really matter for me. Do the students have a preference?
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we can just
So
follow
if
the
there is any change, then you communicate that to our director so that.
yeah, we
Hello,
can
I
do
can come again.
human body system next week, and we
Yes.
can just follow the schedule that Prince gave.
Okay, okay,
Prince,
all right.
Yeah.
Like he was talking about the topics, and I was telling you that he gave us human body system for next week. So I don't know if there is a change, but if there is a change, then you should let us know.
Yeah, if
We are done. So if you have a question for me.
yeah, if you don't have any other questions, I'll see all of you.
Hey,
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you.
Hi. Hi, Gavin.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you too.
Hi. Yeah, many happy returns. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
How is Daniel?
Oh, yeah, he's also doing well.
Is he around?
Yeah, he's right next to me right now.
Oh. Hi, Daniel.
Hi, friends. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Happy New Year.
Good to see you. Happy New Year.
I hope you're doing
Yeah,
well.
I wanted to say hi to you. Yeah, I'm happy I've seen you. But I don't usually see you. I only see Gaby. Good,
I just
good,
wanted to
good.
say hi. My
No
morning
school
class
today?
canceled.
Wait, sorry, can you
No
repeat
school today.
One of my class got canceled, so I'm still here.
that? 2 days.
Okay. All right. Nice to
Alright,
speak
have
to
fun.
you.
All right, have fun in the class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. All right. Bye.